Eto po, mga kababayan, pakinggan natin ha.
Senate shows no signs of easing as the Gatchalian and Cayetano factions remain locked in a bitter battle for control of the chamber. Senator Alan Peter Cayetano has branded the rival camp, led by acting Senate President Sherwin Gatchalian, as the Senate of Malacanang, while insisting his group remains the legitimate majority. The remark came as Gatchalian rejected Cayetano's proposal for an interim power-sharing arrangement where both men would sign official Senate documents.
Senado po sila ng DDS. Kami po ang tunay na Senado ng Republika ng Pilipinas. Never po talaga kami nagpadikta sa Malacanang, never, at hindi po mangyari yan. Siguro sila po nagpapadikta sa DDS, kaya takot na takot sila kung ano, lahat ng kilos nila.
Para sa akin, ang posisyon ng Palasyo walang kinalaman sa posisyon ng Senado bilang senador. Bakit? Hindi ba masakit sa dibdib na nakita mo nag-adjourn na lang ang Senado ng 3 araw na nandun naman yung mga tao na nagbo-boycott man o protesta man? Di ba? Wag na lang yon, iba na lang. At hindi ako nagkulang sa pakikipag-usap sa mga kasamahan ko sa Senado sa magkabilang paniga na dapat ganito. Huwag gamitin to. Hindi tama to. Galangin ang boto ng mayorya. O naman yun?
The war of words has since escalated into mutual accusations of usurpation. Cayetano argues the Gatchalian bloc illegally altered Senate rules and conducted an unauthorized session that installed a new leadership team. But Malacanang, which recognizes Gatchalian as the current Senate chief, sees the matter very differently.
May usurpation of authority. Tapos, yung mga nagsalita dyan, hindi yan official. Pwede makasuhan niya ng libel. Mandato na po ng NBI, ng PNP. Well, I think naman nag-iimbestiga naman po yung NBI. Hindi na sila kailangan utusan pa. Ang daming trabaho ng Pangulo para intindihin pa yan. Alam naman niya na hindi nagsasabi ng totoo yan. Unang-una, ang daming butas. Alam niyo yung kwento ng 18 na basurero or 18 maleta boys. Parang pinagtahi-tahi kung ano na yung masabi ng isa.
Wala namang problema, filean ako ng kaso. Pero okay sa inyo babuhin yung Senado. Okay sa inyo, wag ilabas yung totoo sa flood control. Sabi ni Senator Lacson, sirang-sira ng Senado. Ikaw naman sumira sa Senado eh. Through false testimony witness using the blue ribbon laban sa ating mga kasama.
For some lawmakers and legal observers, the only way to end the stalemate is simple. One side must secure the numbers needed to claim an undisputed majority. And according to one senator, that moment may be fast approaching.
Kapag 13 na kami, which we're predicting will be very soon at nag-special session, mafo-formalize na yung pag-elect ng bagong Senate President. No? Now, in the case na hindi mangyari yon, pagdating ng July at nag-session na kami, there's 12 of us and there's only 10 in the Cayetano block. So kahit anong mangyari, pag nagsimula na yung session, mas marami talaga kami, di ba? Ang tanong na lang dyan, magagawa ba yan this June or at the soonest possible time? Sa tingin ko, mangyayari yan at pag nangyari na yan, talagang pwede na tayong masabi ngang back to business. Ang tabayaran, mas exciting kung hindi alam nating lahat at doon na lang sa araw na yon. Ang rami nangyari since May 11, no? May habulan, may putukan, may samaan ng loob, may naghamunan. Ang rami nangyari, but I think the hair that broke the camel's back, yung talagang naging trigger point para sa marami sa amin. At alam ko kahit yung iba sa mga kasama namin sa kabilang grupo, yung hindi pagpasok. 3 araw kaming hindi nag-session.
That press conference was presented to the public as a blue ribbon committee proceeding, despite having no authorization from the duly recognized chairman of the committee or from the office of the acting Senate President. Simply put, it was not a legitimate blue ribbon committee hearing. It was irregular, a house show, you may want to call it a make-believe investigation masquerading as an official Senate proceeding.
Nakakadismaya na hindi po umattend yung 18 bodyguards, yung kanilang abogado na si Attorney Baligod at si Ginoong Mike Defensor. Nakakadismaya po dahil kung alam ng mga invited guests, particularly po yung 18 bodyguards, na sa loob ng kanilang puso ay alam nila ang katotohanan, dapat pumunta ho sila dito para ipamahagi at i-share sa ating lahat ang katotohanan. Hindi ho pwedeng pumili kung saan sila pupunta at magsalita. Hindi ho pwedeng pumili kung sino ang kakausapin ho nila, kung kakampi man o hindi. Dahil kung alam mo na sa puso mo ang katotohanan, kahit saan ka pumunta, katotohanan ang dapat mong sabihin.
For people to believe their allegations, it must come from a credible and reliable source. And so, the people using them portray them as heroes. God damn. Sabi nga ng isa sa mga senador na dumalo nung araw na yon,
bayani daw po sila. Pero nakakaya naman po sila sa iba nating mga bayani. Na itong 18 kargador na ilang taon nagtrabaho kay Saldico, may 7 years at 9 years at nagbitbit daw, sabi nila, ng sangkatutak ng maleta ng pera. At bigla na lang tinubuan ng konsensya at ngayon ay naninira ng buhay ng mga inosenteng tao, ay tatawagin nating bayani. Pasensya na. Hindi ako papayag na matabi ang mga sinungaling nito kila Jose Rizal, Andres Bonifacio at mga dakila nating OFWs. It seems that some of the information from these 18 porters or cargador are fed. They have a hard time telling their story on their own. Kung papanoorin mo ang live selling nila noong Huwebes, hirap sila ikwento ang kanilang naratibo. The presiding officers of that conference were coaching and leading the resourceful persons. Pag medyo nagkakamali, siyempre, inaayos ng mga presiding officers ang testimonya. Minsan si Attorney Baligod na hindi naman involved sa pagbitbit ng maleta ay siyang tumitistigo.
Po sa 10 hanggang 20% na sinasabing totoo, yung participation nila sa driver, ganyan. Hindi po ma-establish pa rin talaga kung nakita nilang actual na may pera ba talaga, may dala. Lumalabas na talagang mukhang sinulat at kinotes, corroborated po yung pagsusulat nitong pinagsamang sinumpang salaysay. Ang sinasabi po rito sa salaysay na itong si Anselmo Taberdo ay isa sa mga doon sa 18 na in-approach ng grupo ni Mike Defensor at pinangakuan ng 5 milyong piso kapalit ng pagsasalita. Nilinaw niya na hindi pa pala nabibigay talaga yung 700,000, 350,000 pa lang yung nabigay. At utay-utay pa po itong naibigay.
Doon na consultative meeting, nag-suspend si Chairman Erwin Tulfo at linapitan siya ni Director Matibag. No? At hindi ko lang masabi in detail, no? But what he said is there's a possibility of na merong manggugulo, no, sa Senado. And it's a possibility na armed group yung manggulo.
18 Marines, are they suspect?
18 bodyguards. Actually, yun ang according to the NBI, it might be connected to them.
Following those warnings, Gatchalian authorized remote work arrangements as security measures around the Senate were heightened. Barricades were put in place, vehicles subjected to inspection, and access to the complex further restricted.
Still waiting for our feedback. We're conducting paneling, no? Sinisecure natin yung perimeter. We're doing everything to secure the Senate premises, including the safety of our senators.
You can
and the employees.
We have to take this seriously dahil ang aking pinaka-priority ay safety.
Gatchalian moved to ease concerns after Cayetano raised questions about the required voting threshold.
Kung tama ako, na from 24 gagawin 22, eventually 18 ang senador, tapos sasabihin nila 12 convicted na. Will that be a fair impeachment process?
Avellino case, wherein sinabi kung ang senator ay beyond the coercive reach of the Senate, pwedeng ibaba yung denominator sa pagbilang ng quorum. And at the same time, President, no, hindi lang isa kundi 8 beses ang quorum ay binaba yung denominator at 12 lang yung senators present.
Meanwhile, the House prosecution panel is fine-tuning its case ahead of the high-stakes trial. Lawmakers have finally revealed some of the private lawyers who will join the prosecution team, including veteran litigator Lorna Kapunan.
My 48 years as lawyer, this probably is what we call payback time.
If we can send to jail somebody for pocketing 5,000 pesos for 11 years, why can't we remove from office the sitting vice president for misusing millions of pesos of public funds?
As vanguards of the Constitution, we see to it that the constitutional process as mandated in the Constitution is followed through the letter.
Gangster, you know, we do that better than anybody.
I bet you got it twisted, you don't know who to trust. So many player-hating niggas trying to sound like us. Say they ready for the front, but I don't think they know it. Straight to the depths of hell is where them cowards going. Well, all you still down, nigga, holler when you see me. And let these devils be sorry for the day they finally free me. I got a caravan of niggas every time we ride. Hitting motherfuckers up when we pass by. Until I die, live a life of